Oh, welcome in. Third episode of the KDizzle podcast. How we doing today?
Good, good. Thank you for having me, Kyle. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we got a special guest today. This is Hebri.
Hello.
Um, He's gonna be our extremely special friend. I don't know why I said that. I don't know how to do intros.
We haven't talked
Anyway,
in a
just
while, Kyle.
yeah, I know. It's good to it's
This is
good
like
to
us catching up.
I know it's
Yeah,
just nice to catch up,
yeah.
honestly. It's like I don't even feel like the cameras are here. It feels like a regular old
Yeah,
FaceTime.
no, the
Yeah.
webcam, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So Henry said he had some plans for us today. We went over his plans pregame. They were awful. Can't even lie. Not even being disrespectful to Henry. I haven't spoken in a while. He
Uh,
said he planned some stuff. He's like, it's short. Like we'll just be able to discuss it. It wasn't. We can't. So I'm gonna start us off today, and I think Henry will just get into the flow a little bit. I think he was a little nervous to be here between you and me, viewers, but. We got to we'll get him settled in and we'll make him feel good, comfortable in the podcast. And yeah, I was excited to get started. So I'll start out. I've been starting out with a lot of work stories, so figure I'd just do a few more. All right. So I was in the store the other day, just walking around and doing my laps, whatever. People are allowed to have dogs in the mall. That's one thing about I don't know if this is unique to all malls or whatever it is, but I don't think dogs are allowed in a lot of malls just
I don't
because I
know.
don't know.
Yeah.
What do you
I don't
think?
see
What do
a
you think the pet?
I haven't seen a lot of dogs in Chicago malls, but
I also
maybe
haven't
the
seen like no dog signs in like any of these malls either at the same
yeah.
time.
You
I
wouldn't
feel like it's
expect a
just
dog to be in a mall though. You wouldn't expect the sign
I
to be
know, unless there
required.
was some sort of petting therapy dogs or something like that. I don't think you would
Yeah.
expect really pets to be in the mall. Um, but anywho, dogs are allowed in our mall. So there was a dog walking around the store, a singular dog. On the weekends, there tends to be lots of dogs and people coming in with their pets, whatever it is. But there was a singular dog in the store. And as I was doing my rounds, the area was clear, in the center of the store. And then 5 minutes later, as I come back around, there's pee all over the ground.
Oh.
So I'm like, well,
Oh.
just, using my
Hopefully it was the
business.
dog.
So, yeah, using my strategic acumen, I sort of was able to discern it probably was a dog and wasn't a human. And if there's only one dog in
How'd you
the
tell?
store and the pee wasn't there 5 minutes ago, it was probably that person's dog.
Yeah.
I think as a pet owner, you have the responsibility to take out your dog to do their business before you go into the mall. And if you do that,
I
more
agree.
power to you. And there's an accident in the mall, you still got to be responsible for cleaning up your own accident. All right. I'm
Yeah,
not the
but
biohazard guy. All right. I'm
no,
not
yeah,
in there
you should not
to clean your
to clean after.
biohazard.
Yeah.
So I'm not in there to clean their biohazard. So when this person has their dog pee, they should clean it up. Yes or no?
Yeah. They should clean up their own dog's pee,
They
but
should clean up their own
you had
dog's
to
pee,
clean up the
correct?
pee. Yeah.
So here's what happens. I see the pee. All right. I didn't see the dog pee. I did not see the dog actually pee. But
Yeah.
because it happened 5 minutes after and there was no pee before, there's one dog in the store and it's 10 feet away from where it happened. What should I assume? It was that dog.
Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't see it happen. A probable cause. Probable cause.
Probable cause. That's probable
Okay.
cause.
Probable cause. So
So what'd you do?
I get on the radio. I'm like, Bob's my manager. I'm like, Bob, there's pee all over the ground. There's a dog 10 feet away. And he's like, tell the woman that her dog peed and she needs to clean up the pee. So I went over to the woman and I was like, ma'am, excuse me. Does your dog pee over there by any chance? And she was like, well, no. No, I don't think so. I think I would have seen if my dog peed. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, ma'am, there's pee all over the ground. Your dog's over here. And she was like, well, I would have seen if my dog peed now because I would have been right there. And I was like, okay, ma'am. Okay. So I walked away, and in front of her, I got down on my hands and knees with a paper towel and
Oh,
Windex, and I sat there and cleaned her dog's pee.
yeah.
Furthermore, 2 days ago, another weekend. No, not the weekend. It was actually just a Wednesday, not even close to the weekend. 2 days ago, another dog in the store. walking around fine. I'm fine with dogs. I encourage people to have pets. They're good. They bring
Builds
up,
character.
they lift the soul, they build the spirit, keep you young. All power to you. Another dog in the store. Okay. I didn't see this happen either, but the area was clear 5 minutes prior. I come back and there's shit all over the floor. There's dog sized shit all over the floor.
Yeah.
There's one dog in the store. Okay. So
Same lady.
I'm not the same lady. I march around the store. I march this time around the store trying to find this woman and being like, ma'am, your dog just shot all over the kids section. There are kids in there, ma'am. Please
Damn.
pick up your dog's
Yeah.
feces. Okay. She left the store. She left the store, nowhere to be found, no dogs in the store. Okay. So now back to my hands and knees. Paper towel, Windex, cleaning up wet dog duty. All right.
Yeah.
So I got a message out there to all you pet owners. All right. Even if you go to the mall and you take out your dog before, be cognizant of what your dog is doing. All right. And clean up their shit. I would be happy to provide all the materials. Honestly, I would even help out if they even offered to clean. But one lady leaves the store. The other lady's like, no, my dog didn't do that,
Yeah.
even though it was your dog. So that's just one thing I'm really mad about. So
No,
that's a message, PSA to all pet owners out there.
I agree with you, man. I mean, I think it's one thing. I think accidents happen. Your dog's an animal, gonna go where it wants to go. I don't know if you could train your dog to never have accidents. So, but just clean up after yourself. Don't have some random employee clean up. That's not a your job title. You know.
That's right. That's right. It's not Kyle Jacobs, customer experience representative,
Yeah.
dog shit,
You should
clean the
get
dog,
you should
please
get
clean it.
hazard pay.
I should get
Negotiate
hazard
that.
pay.
Negotiate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So biohazard, man. I don't know what your dog
Mhm.
eats. I don't know what your dog drinks. Can you imagine I get down there and I get dog flu or something? I don't know. I don't know what
There
the
might
diseases
be
are.
dog
But you're
food.
right. You're right. It's not the dog's. I'm not blaming the dog. All right.
Yeah.
This is not on the dog one bit. It is an animal. All right. It's gonna go if it has to go. It doesn't have access to toilets like we do. All right.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
owner. All right. It's on you, owner. All right. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed right now. All right.
Yeah.
So go redeem yourselves out there. Your dog has an accident. If you don't have the baggies, ask me. I'll give it to you. You got to clean it up. All right. I'll help you dispose of it, but you got to clean it up.
There should honestly
All
be
right.
like a dog owning manual when you get a dog. Because I'm like, if I got a dog, what do you just go to the
But I
pound
feel
and
like
grab
there's
one?
got to be some sort of caretaking manual that they give them when they initially get the dogs,
Yeah,
right?
I've never
Like
had a
some
dog,
sort of
so
like, that's true. I've never
uh,
had a pet either, but I'm just saying, like, this is just common sense. This is beyond
yeah. Like
manuals or
I know,
not manuals. Like, I
yeah,
don't need a manual to know to clean up shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I don't need a manual for that.
My dog poop to dog my dog poop picked up to dog poop let out ratio is positive. I picked up more dog
Let
poop
dog poop let out.
than
That
my
is an
dogs have let
actually
out.
crazy way to put it, but
Yeah. I think as long as that ratio is positive, you should be able to own a dog.
yeah, I
If it's
mean,
if it's
well
negative,
put.
your dog gets taken away from you.
For all those math fans out there who are listening to the ratios,
Yeah.
that was very helpful to them. So,
There we go. Yeah. You got
all
a lot of
right,
math
and
fans.
any of the math fans out
Yeah.
there, thank Hebry.
Can I
All right,
um do a quick plug?
okay,
I got some little
yeah, I got,
plugs.
yeah,
I
sure,
got some little
yeah,
plugs.
go ahead, plug.
Thank you. If you listen for this long, then surely you're a fan of the KDizzle podcast, and I would like to invite you to join my Rainbow Six Siege stack. We have 3 active players right now. We need 2 more to be able to compete in Siege Cup. So if you've had Rainbow Six Siege, it doesn't matter if you're on PC, Xbox, PS5, reach out. Uh, I don't know how you reach out to me. Reach out to Kyle. Leave a
Leave a comment
comment.
down
Leave a
below. There
comment
you
with your
go.
Ubisoft Connect because I don't know my Ubisoft Connect, so I can't. But yeah, let me know. Thank you.
All right, so can I tell you something crazy, by the way?
Yeah.
So when you guys tell me that you play Siege, all
Hmm.
right, I thought that was a. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a completely separate game from Rainbow Six Siege. I did not know
Oh,
you were talking about the same thing. I'm not even joking because you guys just abbreviated to Siege for so
yeah.
long. I'm like, so Siege is just the name of the game, right? It's actually Rainbow Six Siege. I'd never put that together until literally just now. Until literally just now.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. I
That's
mean,
unbelievable.
same
That's
with
actually unbelievable for me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I didn't put that together.
all right. Does it make you want to join our stack?
So did you just come on this podcast just to recruit? Is that the only reason you agreed to join today?
No, no, I love podcasts, dude. I was like, I've never been on a podcast before. Might as well try.
It's crazy that the first thing you do after this is just like, can I do a quick plug? Like, you usually do plugs at the end, I'd argue, but
I
it's
know,
crazy.
I know.
You're just like literally, I don't know. Can I do a quick plug, by the way? That is crazy. Your podcast etiquette needs
No,
work,
I'm
but I'm
sorry. I'm
happy to
sorry.
have
No,
you on.
no,
I'm happy to have you on.
no.
I'm happy to have you on,
This
but
is
your
my first
podcast etiquette
podcast.
needs work.
This is my first podcast. I'm
All
learning.
right,
I,
that's a
I think it's good that it happened here, in like a safe environment where
in a safe environment. So you're saying I'm allowed to fuck up on the KDizzle podcast. It doesn't mean a lot. Is that what
No,
you just
no, but
said to
like,
me?
no, we're like, we're friends, like you'll give me constructive feedback and, I won't be hurt by that. If I was like
Okay.
on like one day I go on the Joe Rogan podcast or something like that,
All right, well said. That's right. We're a smaller creator right now. Henry's an honest friend. I'm gonna be honest with him. So
Yeah.
that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, I actually was gonna ask about Siege eventually anyway, so I'm happy you brought it up. So you've been playing Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, by the way, every night for like months now with
Yeah,
John,
most
right?
nights. Most nights with Saman now too. The
With
last
some,
two games.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
unbelievable. So, what is the appeal, do you think, that keeps you going for so long? Is there competitive? Can you just tell me a little bit about the
That's
game? Because I honestly
yeah.
don't know anything.
Yeah. You want to just like start with the basics on what it is? It's
Yeah,
like
start me with like what's the basics, and then like why is it so entertaining to you?
it's like Call of Duty, but with like destruction. It's like Battlefield, but like the maps are smaller and like different operators. So it's like a mix of like Call of Duty, CS:GO, Overwatch, you know.
It's a mix of all those
It's
games?
it's a yeah. Well, it came out
Wow.
before Overwatch, so
So,
there
what
you go.
year did it come out?
I want to say like 2012. Let me see. Let me Google that.
Wow,
Uh,
it's old. Holy moly. Wait, so
yeah,
what got you back into it is
2015.
what I'm wondering. So why did you start
It
playing a
was
game
like
that's so old?
I don't know, like you just started seeing it on like TikTok. I'm sure like have you seen it on your TikTok of like Jinxie or like Snappy?
I don't know. You're
No.
speaking like a completely foreign
I'm just
language to
so
me
brain
right now.
rotted. Oh, I do think I'm pretty brain rotted. But yeah, so like just seeing that got me in, and then started playing it in college, and then John started playing, so we started playing together, and now I don't know, it's like competitive. You just want to win. Like we have been hard stuck in copper and silver. We haven't gotten out of silver, and it's like
What's
we're
the
the
tiers? What's the tiers?
we're the third lowest. So
The
out of
third
like
after
out
all
of
this
like
time?
out of like nine. Yeah, we've never been able
Well,
to
I
get
think
out.
okay, so in my head I do imagine like the people who are in the top tiers have been playing since 2012 and have been playing for literally 13 years now.
Yeah, some of them there's so many hackers. Like we play hackers.
Do you
Like
get to
we
report that? And that affects your rank though, right?
yeah, you report and then you just get your rank back.
Oh,
But we
you do
literally
get your
just
rank
played a
back?
hacker.
Okay.
Like we literally just played a team. We went up 3-0 and then we were just dogging him and then all of a sudden he just turned on his hacks. So
That's really that sort of
yeah.
ruins the game every single time. That's really
Yeah.
annoying.
But it's fun. It's also like a nice way to like, talk to like John and Saman, see what they're
Yeah,
doing.
I find like now that we're all pretty far away from each other,
Hmm.
I was actually talking to John about this. I was like, I think it's a great way just to stay in touch. Because
Yeah.
like most people like video games like go touch grass. But like honestly, like video games are a great form of
Yeah.
socialization. People don't realize that.
Especially
Maybe it's not faced.
when it's like 30 degrees outside. Yeah.
That's right. Like, there's only so much you can do outside. And like obviously, we have outside lives, like got work, got school, whatever it is. It's nice to just sit down at the end of the day and have some socialization. Like it is socialization at the end of the day. Just
Yeah.
because it's not face to face. It's socialization and it's something we all need. So that's good for you guys. I'm glad you're enjoying. I did tell him, I honestly, because I was like, I'll get Siege. And I was like looking up Siege. I was like, where is it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know it was Rainbow
Oh,
Six. Like I
oh
didn't realize we were
boy.
talking about Rainbow Six. Like I feel so
Yeah.
dumb
Are
right
you actually
now
gonna get it?
that I didn't connect it. I mean, I haven't played my PS4 in forever, and I feel like if I go down the Siege rabbit hole right now, it's not going to be like a good story for me. Like I probably
No,
would spend so many hours of the
no,
day
we're
playing.
responsible, dude. We're responsible.
I'm not responsible. I don't trust myself. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust myself. Like one more. I'd be one. I'd be the one more guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like one more, you suck. You know what I mean? Like that
yeah.
type of stuff. But like a lot worse.
All
Anyway,
right. Well, whenever you
well, I'm glad.
decide to get it, you'll be welcome to the
I'll
team.
let you know. I mean, it sounds fun if you're saying it's a mix of Overwatch, CS:GO, and Call of
Yeah.
Duty
I mean, like
Battlefield.
you can do so many things, like so many walls are destructible. So,
So
uh,
many walls are destroyed.
once you
Wow,
start,
the possibilities are endless.
that's literally it. That is,
The walls.
that's it. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's it. That's the whole game. The walls are destructible.
pretty much. Yeah. So
Okay,
many cool things
well.
you could do with that. Yeah. Just imagine. Yeah. You been playing any games?
Yeah, I actually have. So there's this game. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's this game called Balatro that came
Yeah.
out recently.
It's like
You have
poker.
heard of it. Yes, it's like a poker roguelike. I have been utterly obsessed with this game. I cannot even lie. I will get home from work, sit on my couch from, not even joking, and some nights like 7 to 12. Just Balatro
Yeah.
straight up. Like I am addicted. It is so much fun. And viewers, if you don't know, this game was nominated for Game of the Year. It is a poker roguelike game. So basically you start with like 8 cards in your hand and there's multipliers, there's like jokers to boost your abilities and score throughout the run, and it gets harder and it scales. It's like meta progression. It is so much fun. It's very cheap. It's like $10 to $15, something like that, and it has infinite replayability. So I highly recommend anyone who has not checked it out yet, check it out. I am gonna make a few YouTube videos on it actually.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
those are coming soon. So stay tuned for that. So you could see the gameplay. But there's tons of Balatro YouTubers out there already. And the combinations are just so fun. So if you like roguelike games, and even if you don't like roguelike games, this is a great introduction if you like poker, just to get into roguelike games because it makes it so much fun. With like, it's not even a large game either. It's like, I don't even think it's like more than 4 GB. Takes up like no storage. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm having the best time with it. And if you like Slay the Spire or Binding
Mm.
of Isaac, if you like games like that, definitely check it out. I recommend you check it out, Hebry. I
I've
feel
seen
like
some
you
like
would try.
videos on it. Yeah. It looks interesting, but I don't know. It just seems like it seems so complicated, with all the combos. I've seen like the videos that are like, oh, like world record combo of the latch. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
It's
Seems
not.
so
It's actually not
complicated.
that. I mean, it's not that complicated. The tutorial's really easy. It doesn't take longer than
Mm,
10 minutes. There's a lot of multipliers, and you like. It's hard for you to predict like what your score is going to be because like all the multipliers are stacking.
yeah.
But basically, it's the regular poker hands, right? You got a thing of 8 cards, and you could play regular poker hands, and you get so there's planet cards that level up the hand. So say a flush is worth 10 chips and a
Mm,
times 2 multiplier. If you upgrade it, it could be worth like 20 chips and a times 4 multiplier. All right, something like that. There's also enhancements to specific cards. So your 10 of clubs in your deck could be enhanced to a +4 multiplier, for example. I might not sound that
yeah.
enticing, like audio
Is
wise, but like if you saw it, it would be really easy
is there like a
to
plot to the
understand.
game?
No, there's no plot or anything like that. It's literally just play it out, try to beat the bosses. Like they have a specific
Yeah.
score. Like they'll have 900, and you need to get to 900 within like 5 hands. And you have like discards and like, all right, let's get rid of
Oh,
that, add
okay.
that. Yeah. So it is super cool. I'm a big poker fan. I also love roguelikes. This is the perfect
Yeah.
combination. And look, there is a reason it was nominated for Game of the Year. This is not just
Mm,
appealing to me, who's someone who already liked roguelikes. This has been super popular for everyone. So definitely check it out if you haven't. I'll be releasing videos on it. But yeah, that's been my gaming obsession recently. I haven't found like I had not found a good game in a while to play, and this has cured it
yeah.
completely. Like so exciting.
Yeah.
Um, all right,
Cool.
moving on to the next segment.
Oh,
I want to talk a little bit about music. I was thinking of you when I had this segment in mind because do you know who came out with an album recently?
Are you gonna go with the Mac Miller album?
I'm gonna go with the Mac Miller album.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Mac Miller. Did you listen to the
Balloonerism.
Mac Miller?
I
Yeah.
did.
What did
I
you
did.
think?
January 17th release date. I know.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
were on.
waiting.
All right, you're on it. I didn't know if you were on it. I thought I maybe texted you about it. I don't know for
Oh,
sure.
maybe. Yeah. I liked it. I really liked it.
Did you have any favorite songs or like what vibe did it give you?
Yeah, I feel like it's from what I read about it, this is when he was doing a lot of like hallucinogenics and like acid. So that's why it's like a little dark, I think.
I think it is a
Uh,
little. I got that vibe too. Like
yeah,
some of the, I was like listening to some of the lyrics and the things he was saying. I was like, damn, Mac.
yeah,
But he was struggling,
yeah,
through a lot of his music, I'd say. So
yeah,
it kind of adds up.
for sure.
I really like Funny Papers and $5 Pony Rides. I think those are
Yeah,
my two favorite. But those are like really popular mainstream.
I like
Um,
$5 play. Do you have a destination's pretty good?
oh, I don't know if
Okay.
I've listened to that one.
Yeah. And then there's also a lot of just like the instrumental on the album.
Yeah, that song
Yeah.
that was just like DJ's organ chords or whatever that was so
Yeah.
weird. That was like haunting almost. It came on because I listen to music during work
Yeah.
and when I'm in the back room and that just came on and everyone was like, yo, what are you cooking, little bro? Like, can't even lie.
Yeah.
Like, because I put my music on the speaker and
Yeah.
oh my God, wait, it was crazy. Sometimes I play rap music on the speaker and Apple
In the
Music just auto
bookstore.
play. No, no. So, I work in operations sometimes. So it's in the back room where like none of the customers are, and you're just like processing goods.
Gotcha.
So when we're in the back room, it's like just us, and we're just processing stuff. You don't have to read anything. So we play music, and like I let rap play sometimes. My coworkers like rap, so we all just let it auto play on my Apple Music. Um, And there are some songs that have like really inappropriate ad libs that are like
Yeah.
I can't even describe them on the podcast right now, but it is like really disturbing. And everyone just looked at me like, Kyle, you good? Kyle, you good? Because like there's some
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, it's just Apple Music autoplay. Like it recommends it based on like what I played initially. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
This is weird. I'm sorry. Yeah. So some of the ends of the songs like have like things that are not great. Um,
No, I
but
feel the same way. I'm like terrified to aux or like play music. I feel like when you were younger, it was just like, yeah, let me get aux when you're in the car. But I'm like, dude, I do not want people hear my music taste.
oh, real? Oh, you're shy?
Yeah, I feel like I have a weird music taste. I listen to like a bunch of like mix of like rap and like
It
indie.
is. I will admit, it is a
Yeah.
lot of pressure. So what I found was the secret to this. It's actually really easy. So this has actually worked for me a few times, and then I noticed it was a pattern. All you have to do is just play Blot on Frank Ocean, and you're fine. You're literally
Really?
fine. Everyone,
I'm gonna
yes,
write that down.
it's a panacea. If
Hmm.
you want anyone to acknowledge your music taste, Frank Ocean is so safe. He's
Yeah.
so well liked. He's so safe. And they'll just be like, damn, Kyle, you're kind of cooking with this. Like, you play Pink and White, you play Nights, you play Lost, you play Pyramids. Like, they're
Yeah.
loving that shit,
Right.
man. They are loving that shit. So, I've been listening to a ton of Frank Ocean, by the
Hmm.
way. Just like on a related note, just because, like, I was listening to the Apple Music top 100 albums,
Hmm.
and Frank Ocean's Blonde is actually on there. Do you want to guess what number album it is?
8.
Out of the 100? 8. You think it's that high?
What's the time frame?
Like all time.
Oh, all time?
Like for any genre.
42.
It was 5.
Oh wow. I was so wow, you
You were
doubted
actually
me.
really
You
close and I
doubted
doubted you.
me.
Yeah. I got in your head. That's my bad. But it's, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. But that's when I listened to him, like really for the, like, I've listened to a few Frank Ocean songs, but I started like listening to all of his albums. I'm like, this is like unreal. Like he's so good.
He's so good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Frank Ocean, if you're ever shy, literally just put on Frank Ocean. You're fine. Like you're
Yeah.
totally fine.
I was gonna be
But
like,
what?
oh no, go ahead.
No, you go first. Go
No, it's your podcast.
ahead. I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
I
My
was gonna
bad.
say I feel like Frank Ocean's also not overplayed, you know. Like he's one of the like I feel like Drake's overplayed. Drake comes on, you're like, okay, you're so basic. Like,
Yeah, that's true. I
yeah,
feel like Drake is definitely more overplayed than Frank Ocean. I mean, it depends what circle you run into, but because
uh,
like some, I don't know, I feel like some groups just love certain artists, and so it's like. But I agree, like on average, Drake is probably more overplayed. But what music have you been listening to recently? I don't think you have an incredibly weird music taste. Like Mac Miller's pretty standard, I'd say, like not
yeah,
weird off the
that's
cuff.
true. I guess I'm just shy about music. I don't know what have I
I
been
know.
listening to. The Lumineers coming out with a new album. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
on Valentine's Day. It's our
Yeah, are you
birthday gift,
excited?
Kyle. Yeah,
Yeah, I know it is our birthday
yeah.
gift. That's fun.
I'm excited for that.
And
I
then
hope
who
they go on
else?
concert. I've been like,
You know,
who
I've
else?
been to a Lumineers concert.
Really?
Yeah, I actually got to go to a Lumineers
When?
concert. They're really good live.
Yeah.
They are really good
When'd you
live. Such
go?
a good band. I went years ago.
Yeah.
I went in high school.
Uh, yeah. No, I think I'd want to go to one of their concerts. I went to
That's not
not
weird though. Lumineers is good to. It just like depends on the vibe you're in. It's like you can't go to a party and start
yeah, for
like
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
playing the Lumineers and they're like Cleopatra and then everyone's
Yeah.
like
Dude, yeah.
you know
You know what's
like
terrible, dude? Oh my goodness. One time, literally like maybe in December, I had like a small pregame in my apartment. It's playing like I don't have like a pregame playlist, so I could just go on Spotify, search up like pregame and play the
yeah, of
first thing that
course.
shows up. And it was terrible. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go on my like on repeat. And it was like a mix of that and like rap. I was like, oh my goodness. It's like played it literally was that. I was like,
Can you
please.
just can you see like all the people around you like who's like where they're like dude like
No, no, thankfully it was also like chill. It was like just like a talking
all
for
right, well
like
that's good. It's good
yeah.
that no one really acknowledged. No one called you out for it. That's good
No,
at
no,
least.
thankfully, yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you still see these people or is this the last time?
Yeah, it was easy.
Oh,
So I
okay.
guess
So there you
that
go. There you
that
go.
doesn't make it weird. But like
Yeah. All right. There you
yeah.
go. So
Like
you
it
didn't
was
get
like
called out.
yeah, I guess. Sorry. Not to
No, you
fabricate
don't.
my story to your viewers. Not to not to come on the KDizzle podcast and come up with fake drama in my life. Oh,
You're totally good, man. You're doing great. You're doing great. All
thank
right.
you.
But I really don't think you have a weird music taste. I think it's relatively. I think you actually have a good music taste. So you've been
Yeah.
listening to Mountjoy still, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to their concert. They played in Chicago
How
in the
was?
fall. It was so fun. It was like a top two concert. I think my favorite concert I've been to was J. Cole at Lala 2021. Oh, greatest.
That sounds
Greatest.
sick.
That was amazing.
Was he the headliner there? I assume he was.
Yeah. He was the like last person on Saturday. So
Okay, sweet. Oh, that
that's
is
cool. I
super
love
cool.
Lala. But I think I'm like approaching an age where I can't go to Lala anymore.
I've
I
never
think
been
like
to a music festival. I just don't
yeah.
think it's my vibe. I don't do well in crowds, really.
It's a
I don't
high
know.
school thing. It's like you
Is it
go and
okay? It's a high
yeah.
school thing. I don't know, but don't you see people who are like mad old there too? Like the
Yeah.
30s hippies? So you got to
But like
just be a
you
hippie.
can't yeah, but like you can't like go mosh pit.
I hate mosh pit.
Yeah,
All right, can I give you a take right now?
yeah,
Mosh pits suck. Like,
I
why would
agree.
you ever want to do that? No offense to all you
I
out there,
agree.
but like, what is the appeal? What is the appeal? You want to get trampled?
When I
So
was
go run
younger,
with the bulls, man.
I liked it because it was like it's like risk taking.
And so you liked it
It's
for
just
like
like
an adrenaline rush.
yeah, it's like the thrill of just getting like shoved. Like I remember one time, dude. Oh, it was at Lala. Maybe this is a different Lala, but we
The
like got in
thrill of
there.
getting
There
shoved.
was like this 300-pound guy, like not even exaggerating. This guy could have been an NFL linebacker with a beer belly. He was a sumo wrestler, and he just charged at me. I think I was like 16 at the time, and I bounced off his stomach. My glasses fell off onto the ground. Sage dives onto the glasses, picks him up. It was yeah. You see, you like come out with stories like that.
Is that a
Yeah,
real story? A
that's a real
sumo
story. That's a
wrestler?
real story. No, dude, he had a beer belly. He wasn't a sumo wrestler. He had like the largest beer. Like
Why did he charge you? Like, for what reason was he charging you, the
it was the
16
mosh
year
pit.
old?
It was the mosh pit, dude. It was
So why would it, wait, in a mosh pit, you charge people like a bull?
it was
Is that
Meek
what
Mill.
happened?
It was Meek Mill. I remember the
It
artist
was,
that
okay, it's
it's
Meek Mill,
Meek
sure. Does
Mill.
that make
Yeah.
you charge people?
I think it might have dude, it might have been dreams and nightmares. Excusable.
Is this what they've been waiting for? That's crazy. So this guy charged you, you went flying.
Dude,
Your glasses fell off.
it was like you've seen it in a cartoon. I'm trying to imagine what cartoon it's from. But just like yeah, like
That is so fun. It's funny that Sage dived on your glasses like he was recovering a fumble. That's
dude,
what it sounds like.
that's literally what it was like. That
It's
was
so
amazing.
funny.
The training came in. Oh,
The
yeah.
training did come in. There's the instinct to be like, I got him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they came out alive even though he dived on your glasses.
Yeah,
Like
like
they were
everything worked out fine. Like just got right back up. We took five. We were like, that was amazing.
yeah, I've that is hilarious. I never personally interpreted the mosh pit as an adrenaline rush. I get my adrenaline in other ways, man. I don't know. I go for a run or something like that. Um, I'm happy for you though that you got to experience that.
Thank you. No, for when
Um,
I'm older now, I'm for sure like, yeah. Like sometimes even at bars, just with a lot of people, I'm like, I need to go get air. Like
I
this.
know. I don't. I just don't. I never liked the crowds. I was just never into it. I was like, I agree. Like, it's one point, like, I was willing to try it. Like, we went to Marquee. Like, we were there, like, in
Oh,
crowds and stuff like that.
Marquee. Marquee,
Yeah,
there were
bro.
mosh pits, dude. Oh,
Yeah, there were mosh pits. Not a fan, like just not my vibe. I am a sit down, chill bar type of guy. I will
yeah.
always be that way. Judge me if you will. I don't understand the appeal when you can't talk. Like you're out at the bar to socialize. You know what I mean? Like that's what you go out to the bar for. If you're in like a sardine pit of that, you can't even breathe or hear anyone. It's like, what's the damn point? All right. I get it for people maybe who like just go to like literally dance, like literally just dance,
Yeah.
go to a
I think
club,
that's,
whatever.
I think if
But
you're in like
even
a,
at that point, you don't even have room to dance when you're sardine. Like,
yeah.
what you do? Like, what move you do like that? Huh? What move? The robot?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
It's like a parabola, like if you're trying to go out dancing, the amount of people at the club or the bar, can't be too low, but also can't be too high because then you just can't move.
yeah, I know. Exactly. You got to find a happy medium.
We're
Um,
coming out with a lot of formulas on this podcast.
Yeah, I know. You're
So,
fucking right. You're
yeah,
bringing the math, bro. Like for the R math listeners out there, like the people who love in math, you are
yeah.
like giving it to them like they are so happy.
Law
They're the
school's changed
happiest
me,
they've
man.
been. Yeah, I know. Seriously,
Uh,
but why in the math sense? It's law.
I don't know. Just logic behind it. I don't know.
Just the logic behind it. Okay, I
Yeah,
like your comparisons anyway.
yeah.
Um, yeah, all right, very nice. That was a very fun conversation, actually. Um,
No, thanks to the rest.
okay,
Haven't been fun.
you're banned from the podcast.
No.
We have 6 minutes left in this Zoom call. I think I want to go back to music real quick. I
Am I
actually
getting
want you
kicked
to.
off?
No, no, we're gonna read it. Don't worry.
No.
Um, I want to go
Sorry,
back.
I didn't get this far when I was watching the brain.
Anyway, viewers, you should stay. Don't be like Hebry. I'll give you another math formula. So it's like when the plateaus off like a negative negative
Yeah,
root graph like
yeah,
that. Um, I want to go back though to music just because what I was thinking of is like so when I listen to music sometimes I have a really bad habit. If I find a song I really really like, I will listen to it to oblivion. Like I will not
yeah.
stop listening to it until it literally is so ensnared in my brain that it's like a parasite that took over. You know what
Then
I
I'm
mean? Like
disgusted that I listen to it that much.
I know it's like a disgusting
Hmm.
addictive habit and I do it with every song and I ruin every song for
Yeah,
myself like that, which sucks. Well, I don't ruin it completely, but when you take a song and listen to it that much, it just ruins the novel of it. You know what I mean? The novelty.
yeah. I think moderation's key. I think that's a good life lesson for everything. Is that, you got to enjoy with breaks.
That's true. I do enjoy with grace, actually.
With breaks.
Oh, I do enjoy with breaks, actually. Um, but yeah, I think moderation is definitely key. The problem is finding moderation because the thing is, I listen to the same radio station every time I get in the car, and I still want to listen to it when I'm at work. And it's like, how do I stop myself? How do you hold yourself accountable to not listen to this song?
No, good question. I don't know because I just do it. I just listen to
I literally just do it. I
it.
want to
Yeah,
stop doing it though. So viewers, if you have any suggestions to stop listening, because it is a problem. It is a problem. Okay. Because so for example, I'm listening to a song right now called "Gild the Lily" by Billy Strings. I actually highly recommend you listen
I
to
know
this.
Billy
Write it down.
Strings. I like Billy Strings. Yeah.
Have you listened to "Gild the Lily"?
No.
Listen to this song. I think it actually got nominated for a Grammy. I would definitely recommend
Wait, the
listening to this
Grammys are
song.
tomorrow, right?
I don't know. Are they?
I think there's some award show tomorrow on February 2nd because we're recording this podcast on February 1st, just so your
Oh,
listeners
thank you.
know.
All right, good dates. If you do the math on that, by the way, just add X
Yeah.
plus one to February 1st, you get the Grammys on February 2nd.
Anyway, so
Um,
Gilded Lilies.
Gild the Lily, that's what it's called.
Gild the Lily.
Yeah, Gild. I highly recommend.
Got it.
If you come back on a future podcast, we'd love to hear your opinion. But viewers, check out this song. Billy Strings does not sponsor this podcast. Love the song there. I've been listening to it like legitimately nonstop. So try to come up with strategies not to do that because honestly, it's a problem. I don't want to ruin these songs for myself anymore, man. I don't.
Yeah.
Well said. Well
I'm
said.
with you on that one, man.
Well said.
I am with you on that
Um,
one.
I do. All right, so we're gonna adjourn. We're gonna come
Okay.
back to this. Um, but when we come back, well, it's gonna be right away for you viewers like this.
Well,
But
you see,
when
this is where you should have like an ad break. If you try to get ads,
I've done two podcasts, man. We do, you're like
I
so.
know.
You know what I appreciate about you? You're thinking like light years ahead
Yeah.
already on this. Have I tried to get ads, man? Who wants to do an ad on a video that gets 13 viewers and half the views are me? You know what I mean? No one really wants to do an ad on that
Well,
yet. We
that
need to
means there's
build up a
seven.
viewer base first.
But also, you could sell them. You could say it's that means there's like seven viewers. You know, you could really target them. You'll sell your viewers out. That's what you need
Yeah,
to do. You
you will
want
sell your
everyone
views.
be
You
like,
will
you want
have the
targeted
most
ads.
targeted audience ever.
Yeah.
I do get analytics on the podcast, but like not enough to actually have any real data. Like I tried to look at my demographics the other day, there was nothing. Like straight
Like it
lines
doesn't
because
show anything.
it doesn't show anything because there's just not enough people for it to show something. So I appreciate how far ahead you're thinking,
Yeah.
but we need to take it one step. But dude, we're on podcast number 3. All right,
I wanna.
eventually I'll start making shorts and stuff, and like
Yeah.
maybe throw it on Apple Music, Spotify if I keep this going because I'm having a great time with it. Like, it's a
Yeah.
great way to talk to friends, catch up, and also talk about entertaining stuff that we've been wanting to talk about.
I mean, it's fun just
Um,
being on a podcast. You know, it's like
exactly. It's just
it's
fun,
something about
man.
having a mic in front of you.
That you feel powerful.
I don't know. Like
When
this is
I have
why.
this in, I feel 10 feet tall, and I hope you do too.
Yeah. I actually
Okay.
got some. Oh wait, should I wait for the adjournment?
Yeah, wait for the
Short.
adjourn. When we come
Uh,
back, Henry, what are we talking about when we get back?
I got new dress shoes.
All right, when we get back, dress shoes. Bro, it's too late. There, it already started.
Uh,
Welcome back. Um,
welcome.
so excited to be back here with you. I hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
that ad break. There was no ad. Spoiler
Well,
alert.
one day, you see, you should
One day you will.
just bucket out like a minute 30 anyway. You just like force them to like look at a black screen or like do like the your ad could be here. You know, like the billboards that
Ad here.
yeah, you know like the billboards that are like made you look. Billboards are effective. Call here to buy this. That's what you should do.
Is there a thing? I haven't even seen that.
I've been seeing this.
Oh
I
no,
think,
I had no
well,
idea that was a marketing
maybe they
tactic.
just work
Made you
on me
look.
and not you, you know. Maybe that's
It's
it.
something to do with the brain rot.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm
something to
so
do.
brain rotted. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. In an attempt to be healthier, I've deleted TikTok numerous times. Obviously,
Oh.
I had TikTok
Mm.
um sometime when I was making the content, but I found that like a week after I stopped like making content every day on TikTok, I would just be scrolling. I'd be like, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, what am I doing? So I deleted it. I deleted Instagram. I don't have Instagram either. What
Oh
really
wow.
gets me though, what really gets me, you just trickle down. I'm down to YouTube Shorts now. It's
Yeah.
terrible. I
You can't
have
delete
YouTube.
YouTube.
Can't delete YouTube. I literally do YouTube for a
Yeah.
living. Um, I made 3 podcast episodes. But I literally do YouTube for a living. Can't delete YouTube. YouTube Shorts, man. Killer. Killer. I literally find myself just like, I'm not even thinking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm just like walking around. I'm just like, boom, boom. YouTube Shorts is open.
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm just watching YouTube shorts. I'm like, how the fuck did this get here? Like, how
Dude,
did it actually get here?
I panic when I open it up in like person though. I feel like if you open up in person, it's like you're signaling to everyone that you're just brain rotted.
You open it up like when you're with other people.
No, like just in public. Like I don't open up TikTok when I'm in public.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Because you don't want other people to know. Like, you're
Yeah.
very shy, Habre. You're shy because
I think a little. I think yeah, I think a little.
it's like
But
you're scared of the music, which is fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like if you want, maybe I don't know. But so, what do you do instead? Like when you're on the bus or something? Like you text or
I
what?
go on Twitter. But then Twitter sometimes a rabbit hole, dude. Oh, I'm up in Twitter up to like so many. Like I think they like know how to bait you. Like I just see
Oh,
like Trump
100%.
I just see Trump shit on my Twitter all the time. And like you open that up on the train and people are like, oh, he's MAGA. And you're like, no, guys. The Twitter algorithm is trying to get me to interact. And then I do interact. And then that's how it gets you.
Yeah, the algorithms are getting way too good. They know exactly what you want, which is absolutely
Dude,
crazy
that's why I'm so scared of like AI. I feel like
because they
AI
know
could like,
exactly what you want.
yeah.
They literally know exactly. You know what's bad too? It's like, all right, beyond just like looking at all your cookies, right? Like they have so much data just from your searches and all that. Like, for example, if I look up Pokemon on Google, like my YouTube will be full of Pokemon stuff. You know what I mean? Even if
Yeah.
I've never searched Pokemon on YouTube. But what's really scary for me is the audio. You know what I mean? Like they listen to you. All right.
I've never even thought about that, you know?
They no, because
Yeah.
this is what happened, right? I was talking about Vikings, like actual Vikings, not the team, the Vikings the
Hmm.
other day. All right. I go to my like I had Instagram at the time. I go to Instagram and I just see like four ads back to back like Viking Museum.
Wow.
Viking that I'm like, there's no shot. I go to my search
Yeah.
histories, nothing on Vikings. All right. I go to all my like social media search histories. Like, did I look up anyone who was like Justin Jefferson or like a Viking or anything? Nothing. Nothing. All right. I
Yeah.
mentioned Viking just verbally. They know. They literally listen to you.
It really feels like they could read your mind sometimes, you know?
I
I feel
know,
like,
which is so messed
yeah,
up.
yeah. Like even if I feel like even if you don't say it, you just think it, you could still affect like your scrolling, you know? Like sometimes I
It's like,
literally
do I
think
even
of
have free will anymore? I don't know what to believe. Like, it
yeah.
has messed me up so thoroughly. And then, like, YouTube Shorts, you just trickle down. Honestly, if I delete YouTube, I'll go to Facebook Shorts. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I'll literally find any path to get my fix. That is something. So, I'm coming up with a new system, actually.
Mhm.
Like, literally, to build new habits, instant punishment. If I do so, like, if I have a goal, right? And I set out to do something and I, like, don't deliver, I'm going to punish myself. Okay, that sounded crazy.
That
Pause.
sounds terrible.
That sounds crazy.
That
Pause.
sounds terrible.
Pause.
I don't expand on
Pause.
that. Yeah.
So I started collecting Pokemon cards again recently. I'll actually show you. I have a Flareon from Prismatic Evolutions right here.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and I've been really excited about it. So I decided if I set out a goal, right, I'm gonna have the punishment because it's better to institute the punishment like instantly rather than like
Yeah,
over
but
time.
what's your punishment?
So I'm gonna take the Pokemon cards that I love, the ones that I have a bunch displayed right in front of me. If I
What?
mess up, if I don't deliver on what I promised to do, I'm gonna rip it in half. I'm gonna rip
Wow.
one of them in half. The ones that
That's
I love
nuts.
right here.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
So I'm really, really trying to hold myself accountable. So if I do not like, I'm gonna remember, like, okay, if you do this, remember you have to rip one of your favorite Pokemon cards in half, by the way.
Yeah.
So
So
I
like what are your
think that
goals?
I just have. I mean, I want to be able to read a book each month
Yeah.
this year. So I actually just finished reading a book called Atomic Habits, which is sort of where I
What's that
got this
about? Yeah.
idea almost. So yeah, basically Atomic Habits is a self-help book. I discussed it on one of the earlier podcasts, so I'm not going to go into it deeply.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like to build better habits essentially. So
That's
I
cool.
really enjoyed that book. And I have a
I
bunch
want
of other books in my queue that I want to read. So I think
yeah.
next I'm gonna read this book called The Alchemist. I have it right here. This has
Oh,
been pretty highly touted
I've
around
heard
my
of it. Yeah.
bookstore. Yeah, it was actually one of my coworkers recommended it to me. I heard it's great, so I'm really excited to check it out. I actually prefer, I didn't read the back or anything. I prefer going in with no knowledge about the
Yeah.
book and just being surprised about whatever the story is. I actually
I
prefer it that
agree.
way.
I feel like if you like know, or even like reviews, even if you like see reviews, it sort of like alters how you go into it and like sort of impacts how you think about the book or like whatever, even like a movie or a show later.
I
Yeah.
agree. I think going in with a blank slate is the best way to go in, just so you don't form any opinions pre reading the book. So this is I'm like being realistic. This is not a terribly long book,
Yeah.
which is nice because obviously I'm just getting back into reading. Um, and then, another one of my goals is to just be more fit. So try to do some push-ups each day,
Mhm.
at least like 10, just to like show up. But realistically, I want to do more like 100, 150. And but like if there's days where I'm like really not feeling it, I just want to at least like show up and say like I went there and tried. Like so I just went to the gym, I did 10 push-ups. It's not big, but it's something. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was something and I kept the streak going and got to be proud of that. But realistically, every day you're not going to feel like I cannot do like 150 push-ups
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I've
but
been
yeah,
trying to go back to the gym too.
oh,
Like,
nice. Okay.
yeah. I like I ran to the bus one time. It was like a two second run. It was like, dude, I'm out of breath. So I was like, all right,
Wow.
I need to start. And then
Yeah.
I joined a basketball league. So
Oh, you did.
yeah, I
Oh,
got to get
very
into shape
cool.
for that. Yeah. But so I really haven't been getting, I've been jogging, trying to be able to build back up my cardio. But I think I gotta get back in the like basketball court. Our like first games next weekend. And
Oh, wow, coming
yeah,
up.
I know. And I was like, guys, I think we should really try hard and try to win this league. But
Do you think it's attainable to win this league? Is this a intramural league for
it's like
law school or just a local Chicago league?
it's a local Chicago league that someone just signed up for.
Stand. All right, well, that should be
So
a ton of fun. Good luck. Keep me updated on everything. I'm sure the viewers would love to
um
know how that goes. You know I love my
all right,
intramural
man.
basketball leagues.
Yeah, I just want to be able to like, I don't know, make layups and play. Like I don't want to like have to sub out every 5 minutes because I'm out of breath.
Yeah, good for you
Uh,
for holding yourself
yeah,
accountable.
so
And,
that's my goal.
the first step is always acknowledging there's a problem and then, trying to fix it. So good for you for getting
Yeah,
out there, try to take some jogs and stuff like that.
yeah,
I think I find myself in a similar situation. Like I got to really get back in the cardio too.
yeah.
But I wanted push-ups to be my gateway drug essentially
Mm,
into more working out. So it's like, all right, I'm in the gym. I did push-ups. Might as well throw on some barbells or start benching again, doing
yeah,
legs or hop on the elliptical for a little bit. Because I think cardio is super important. So yeah, definitely get back on the court too, though. I feel like,
I
the
know I have
basketball
to.
also needs work other than just the cardio,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Shake off some of the
But
rust.
I'm bringing my basketball shoes to my apartment, so I'm really going all out. We also get
Yeah.
jerseys. There's jerseys.
Oh, cool. Okay, like did you buy custom jerseys for your team or like the league comes with
The
jerseys?
league came with it.
Oh, very dude,
Uh,
that's gonna be so sick. Do you think your
I guess.
team like stands a chance out there?
I only know one person, so
Oh, okay. You were telling me you're like trying to band together, the guys and
oh
gals.
no, I've been texting in the group chat. I don't know them. I don't have any numbers
Oh,
saved in
okay.
the group
Oh, you're
chat
so
except
social. All
for
right,
one
let's
person.
go.
I
All
got
right,
to
well,
inspire
good
the
luck.
team. I
Someone's got to do it.
think, yeah.
Very exciting. You got to show us your dress shoes, by the way. You said you were gonna do that.
Oh no, I was gonna show you guys, but I got new dress shoes because I've been like using the same ones since I think I was like in high school working at Taco Bell because they for some reason required dress shoes on the job there. So
That's
yeah,
wild.
but
Why
I
would
know, I don't know,
no one
but
even sees your lower half?
I'm in pajamas right now.
No, I'm saying like, but I'm saying a taco, not right now. I'm saying like a
Oh,
Taco Bell. I was like, why would we need to see your
yeah,
lower half right
I don't
now? I
know.
don't, not showing my lower half right now. Like, that's crazy. I was just saying
You
like
know,
a Taco Bell, like they
actually,
don't see your lower half.
all right, this is another tangent, but someone actually told me that like in a job interview they made them stand up, and I was like, that is like over Zoom to like make sure they weren't like wearing pajamas. So that's so scary.
Wow, are you kidding?
No, no, right? like I wouldn't wear pajamas anyway, but like just the idea of like having to stand up to like prove you're not wearing pajamas. Like why?
Yeah,
You know?
that's like an intense sort of thing to do. What is it like a big four, like big law firm or something
Yeah,
like
I think
that?
so. But it's like
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy. No, because
yeah,
I don't wear pajamas, but like I'll wear sweatpants sometimes to like
yeah.
Zoom interviews because I want to be comfortable, you know what I mean? I want to
Mm,
be comfortable, and I think I'm most comfortable in sweatpants. And it's just easiest for me to feel less pressure. Like I do it for a comfort thing, not even like a
yeah.
lack of professionalism, because my top half is completely, I think it's
Right.
professional,
It's
like
like if you're
Zoom
gonna be at
professional.
home anyway in your chair, might as well be comfortable
Right,
pajamas.
exactly.
Yeah.
I can't believe they made them stand. That is
Yeah.
unbelievable to me. What if they were just
Yeah.
like, no? Probably wouldn't have got the job.
Yeah, you definitely would not get the
You
job.
can't just say no. That's
No,
crazy. Yeah.
no. And I
Wow,
don't think
that is
that's right at
really
all.
scary. What if? Oh man. Well, that's a lesson to me because now I will never wear pajamas in any Zoom interview.
Yeah,
Because
so just watch it. That's what came in my head when I like had like a Zoom like meeting, but I just wore sweatpants because it was a professional. It was just a normal meeting, but I thought about wearing pajamas.
yeah,
But
I think
anyway,
that.
yeah, I ended up getting new dress shoes, and I think I'm literally like I might be 6'1" in them. Like they are big, dude. They are
But
they are height extenders. Yeah,
damn, like, do you are they heels?
there's a heel. I
I know
literally
there's a
I
heel. It sounds like
yeah.
they're like straight up heels, though. You know what I mean?
It's like it might be like this big, dude.
Are you? Whoa, my God, that's like high heels.
Yeah, I know. I little looked at them and I was like, are these like high heels? Like, should I be wearing these?
So do you have them with you?
No, they're downstairs. But
Okay, all right. I'd
yeah.
love to see those. To be honest,
I
that
also
sounds.
got
Well,
also got
that's a good thing
yeah.
though, isn't it? To be taller. Like
Yeah, I
everyone
know.
wants to be
I was like low
taller.
key, yeah, if I like go to the job interview, like give them like a stern handshake, tower over them.
Stern engine.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question though. Are they comfortable?
Yeah, they're pretty comfortable, I think. I don't know, I just put them
All
on. I
right.
didn't really walk around with them. But we'll see. We
Oh,
will
so you
see.
haven't walked around. Okay. Well, hopefully
No.
they're comfortable. I'm praying for you. 6'1" and comfortability. That's a steal and a
Yeah.
half. Were
But then
they
I'm like, are they
pricey?
gonna no, they were $30 on Amazon.
Wow. Amazon. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
They're called Bruno Marks, in case anyone needs some height extending dress shoes.
By the way, those Bruno marks, we don't know if they're comfortable yet, so stay
No,
tuned.
yeah,
We'll
maybe
see.
they'll sponsor you. You know, maybe they'll
Bruno
just hold
Mars,
content.
Bruno Mars
Yeah,
spots. Hey, Henry, we don't give away free clout on this channel. Take that
yeah,
back.
sorry,
Blame it out. Bleeping out
sorry.
Bruno
Another
Mars.
plug, another
Keep
shameless
plugging.
plug.
Podcast etiquette, man.
Yeah,
Shameless plug. It's so funny.
yeah. Um, Also, another topic that I've been thinking about that I just thought about during our break was OG Fortnite's back, or like t Tilted Towers back. Were you a big Fortnite guy in high school?
Yeah, we played something called Battle for Olympus. It was a game mode in Fortnite. During COVID, we played this a ton. Actually, I didn't really
That was
play.
with Zeus.
No, no, no. It was like an Olympus type stage arena, and then there was like eight of us, and it was like teams of
Uh,
two. And then we would like be like we would just try to kill each other, like build battles. All we'd start in like different corners, stuff like that, different weapon sets. It was actually really fun, and we would play for hours. But before that, I would just play the OG Fortnite. Um, and yeah, I liked Fortnite a lot. I typically preferred to play Overwatch at the time just because I liked it better. But there was definitely times where I was like, there was phases where I was like super into like four, like Tomato Town, throwback, whatever. Um, but yeah, during COVID, got back into it a little bit, and yeah, I haven't touched it since. The game file is actually massive. Like it would take up my entire PS4 storage if
yeah,
I were to download it today because it's like 200 gigabytes, right?
it's
Or
a
over?
huge game. Yeah, it's huge.
Huge.
It's huge. I don't know. I just think it reminded me of like time sort of like a circle, you know? I was just landing back at tilted, and I was like, wow, we the muscle memory kicked in
That's
for
so
playing it.
funny. Like you,
Yeah,
like the moment you got in, you're like, Golden Scar? Like I
I
need
know. I
that
was
right
like,
now.
I'm
Like,
back. Like I knew, like my brain just shut off, and I was like, all of a sudden, I just looted the entire fish building.
you just let your body take
Yeah, and then
over.
I
You
became
say,
conscious again. I was like, what did I just do?
that is so
Just
funny.
got
No,
possessed by my
I
Fortnite
hadn't
past.
I hadn't played yet, but that actually sounds hilarious. Did you play a lot of OG4 when it came back out?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like competitive video games, like ranked systems, because I don't know. I think it's sort of like, I just wasn't athletic enough to be competitive at sports, so now I'm just competitive at video games and just dogging teenagers at Fortnite's like fun to me. So like I just play like ranked Fortnite with like Sage. We got up to like it was Diamond or Platinum too, whichever one's the highest. We were
Is
close to
it
getting we were close to getting out of like the 1, 2, 3 ranks and into like Master or like Champion, dude. We were so close.
wow, jeez.
Yeah.
You were that good at Fort?
I'm pretty good at Fortnite. Like,
Wait, why is Siege? Why are you so bad at Siege then?
I don't think I'm bad at Siege.
But why are you in the third lowest rank in Siege and then so high
Yeah, I don't
ranked in
know.
Fortnite? See,
Yeah, I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
add up to me.
Yeah. Well, Siege is harder than Fortnite, so
Yeah, that's
but
true. I don't know how Siege works.
yeah. Do you
So,
think you're competitive with like video games?
not really. I feel like, um, you know what's sad? I actually don't know what I get competitive about these days. Someone's got to light a fire under my belly, man. Because
Yeah.
I like, honestly, I can't. Oh, like low key Smash Bros was like kind of
Yeah.
competitive for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, which was
Yeah.
it was a ton of fun. Like
Yeah.
it was a ton of fun for me. Um, I don't like to be like outwardly competitive though, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
Like
like being
I'm
toxic. Like
what?
I'm not gonna trash talk, but like I'm gonna teabag. I'm gonna like just
Non-vocal
yeah.
trash talk.
I'm gonna
Um,
unload on you.
well, obviously you got to email.
Yeah.
That just has to be
Like
it.
mid-fight, I'm just gonna run away and like dance and then like come back.
I never think about like trolling or
Yeah.
doing anything like that. I used to be for video games, I'd say not really. I think sports was more as like I felt the
Mhm.
competitive fire under me a lot more. Video games, I don't really care about that
Yeah.
much. I just like to have fun. I know I'm not very good at a lot of them, but the ones I am good at, like Smash Bros, like
Yeah. I mean, you
I
beat
would.
Cuphead, dude. That's a pretty hard game.
Oh yeah, Cuphead. Cuphead was one of my favorite games. I love Cuphead.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was never. I there was definitely a fire lit under my belly in Cuphead, just because. Um, I by the way, for those out there, I 100% this game on regular difficulty, expert difficulty. I did all the pacifist running guns. Like I completed this game 300%. All right, like I got every achievement. I was
300.
300%. I was obsessed with this game.
Yeah.
Obsessed. All right. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you would call it competitive though, just because I just wanted to win. Really, is that competitive? Because I wasn't playing against anyone except the CPU.
I think that's still competitive. I think
I
it's
think
like
that
being competitive
counts.
yourself, being like, yeah, I need to
Yeah, I
succeed
was
at
like
this.
idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was definitely pretty fiery about that. Um, Balatro, I don't even get fiery about. I just love thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a
I don't get
puzzle game.
competitive about it.
Yeah.
It is a puzzle game. Like I don't really get competitive about it. It's like puzzle with like a little bit of gamble. It's like no
Yeah.
actual money, and it's
I
a
know
great feeling.
it's perfect. It hits that gambling.
Yeah, it hits that
Like
dopamine center
they
in your
yeah.
brain, the gambling. That's like, oh, needed that. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good.
Have you been sports betting?
No, I actually retired
Oh,
pretty much from
nice.
sports betting. Um,
Yeah.
I was just I spent way too much time doing DFS
Yeah.
because I would listen to like two podcasts in a day, and I would spend so much time like trying to vary lineups, find the optimal lineup, looking at, different stats and being like, oh, this person against this team shoots three corner threes that are uncontested a game. Like, oh, we need him at $4,700 value. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
and then you just go to the end of the night and you don't even get into the winnings because all these people out there who are doing this sports betting and like the experienced category, they do it for like partial time living. Like they got access to crazy data, like they're doing crazy Excel models or whatever models, simulations they're doing. and I'm just out here and I'm just a guy. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
at some point I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, this is a waste of money and this is stupid and it annoys me. And I need to get back to the point where I find value in sports for sports
Yeah,
rather
like
than
have
just
fun.
betting.
Yeah, I feel like I don't enjoy sports that aren't a team I'm rooting for if I don't bet on it anymore. I don't just watch it and be like, oh wow, this like I'm watching like LeBron go off for like 30, something like that. Just wasting greatness. You gotta bet on it to get any dopamine.
I know it's just it sucks because I
Yeah.
don't want to I didn't want to ever be at that point, but
Yeah.
it was like like the post betting world and like trying to like enjoy sports for what they are. Sometimes it's hard when it's not a team you're like passionate about, which kind of stinks. But I've been getting back into it, and like I definitely can appreciate even regular season basketball, which is notoriously kind of boring and full of bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, like sometimes if
Yeah.
I'm bored, I'll turn on like just any game, and I'll be like, oh man, LaMelo's actually really fun to watch. Or Steph hits like four threes in a row, and it's like, oh, this is great TV. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think sports are just like so luck based too. They're just so hard to like model and predict. I
yeah,
think
I
that's sort
mean,
of I don't know. That's sort of like fantasy football. You like don't know who's actually gonna be good.
yeah, that's the thing with fantasy and sports betting is that on any given night, no matter how good your data is, you can't control if a player gets injured. You can't control if they're going to get in foul trouble. You can try to predict. Predicting injuries crazy. Predicting foul trouble more reasonable. But you can't predict if they're having a bad night, if they go 4 for 27. Like you can't, sometimes like you wouldn't expect, I don't know, let's say like Ty Jerome to go crazy against Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the league. But, one night he could just put up 36 fantasy points, and it's like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
And then someone somehow had it in their lineup, and then, everyone else is screwed. Um,
Yeah, like the analytics say Kyle Pitts is bad.
what'd you say?
The analytics say Kyle Pitts is bad.
Oh, yeah, they're so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some Kyle Pitts truthers are still in denial, which sucks for them. I really feel
Contract
bad for them.
year.
I
Contract year.
really feel bad for the likes of those people at this stage in the game. Just kind of got to acknowledge that that ship has sailed. All right, that
Not
ship
yet.
has sailed.
Not a lot of tight ends break out on their first contract.
Oh man, this is what you said about the Bears. This is what you keep saying about the Bears every year, and year after year we let you convince us.
I know.
But I'm not gonna fall for it anymore. Okay. We were right about Darnell Mooney. I always thought Darnell Mooney was good. We were wrong about Justin Fields.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was never
Darnell.
taking the jump. All
Oh,
right.
Justin
Darnell
Fields
Mooney
is so
created
good.
6 yards of separation per route he ran on the Bears. And honestly, he had a really good season with the Falcons. Like, did he have a
Yeah,
1,000 yard season?
I think he did.
In a 1,000 yard season. All right. He's up there with the
He's
likes
not
of
a.
Mike Evans.
My theory about him is he's not a good wide receiver one, because both seasons he's had 1,000 yards. He's a wide receiver too. Think about that.
In fairness to him, he had Justin Fields throwing to him. And there's montages that are several minutes out there. We know there's montages of
Yeah, that's
Justin Fields
true. I've seen the
overthrowing a wide open
montages.
Darnell Mooney. We've seen the montages. All right. Darnell Mooney's a good wide receiver. Whether he's a good wide receiver one, still yet to be known, but he is a good wide receiver. Justin Fields was the problem. We will not be convinced by Hebrew propaganda any longer. All right.
No, I
So
need to
we're not,
spread
we're,
my fake news.
we cannot listen to the fake news anymore. Like this guy gets onto Twitter and he sees a bunch of Trump
Yeah.
content. We know he's a MAGA Trumper. All right, tries to deny it. Nah, he's a MAGA Trumper.
I
Okay.
actually love spreading misinformation on Twitter. It's so fun. It's probably harmful in the long run to people, but
Do you
it's fun.
like tweet? Do you actually
Oh, I
tweet?
tweet. I tweet.
Really?
My Twitter's not my real name though, but it's funny. I have a funny Twitter.
Do you want to share your
No,
Twitter or do you not?
I'll let you know what my Twitter is later. It's pretty
Okay.
funny. People
Okay.
find my Twitter and they're like, "Wow, this is some funny stuff." Just
I did
saying.
not. I actually never knew you tweeted. That's funny. Yeah, I'm excited to see. We'll do that. We'll do that off camera. Maybe one day, viewers, you'll get
Yeah, maybe
the
one day we'll have a Henry Twitter
Henry
review.
going through Henry's Twitter. Henry Twitter review.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Anyway,
Yeah.
where were we?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even remember.
Yeah.
Just
Do you
say
have
what
any
I'd say.
travel plans?
Yeah, so I was thinking like my birthday's coming up, your birthday's coming up. You
Hmm.
know, I was thinking like for my birthday, I might want to take like a road trip in the East Coast somewhere,
Cool.
just because I have some time off. Figure, I got some money lying around. Um, I'd dox myself. I'm gonna have to cut that out. I have some money lying around. Yeah, I figured why not just take a trip to like I don't know, Niagara Falls or Toronto. Like Toronto can't be more than like 4 or 5 hours away. Niagara Falls is like 5 hours away. So I was thinking about like maybe I asked one of my friends to just take a road trip up there.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be fun. Have you been to Niagara Falls? Because you've always been like a we need to go to Banff guy, you know?
Yeah, I love Banff. I've never been to Niagara Falls. I think it's going to be freezing, but I also think it's not tourist season right now, and it
Mm.
could still be really pretty. Um, even though it's the winter. So I figured maybe it won't be so crowded. I could just go when it's not so crowded and just sort of enjoy it. Um, Kind of
Yeah.
solo, like just, either with my friends or with someone else, just I don't know, or by myself, like just sort of enjoy and take it in. Probably like because I'm sure it's packed during the summer, right? It probably
Right.
attracts
Yeah.
so much more attention. So I don't really mind the
Yeah, I feel like
cold
as long as you just
at
layer
all.
up, you should be fine.
Yeah, I layer up and it's just like I don't think the falls get frozen, do they? Definitely not. The water
Surely
is
not.
rushing.
Yeah, it's moving
Yeah,
more.
there's
Yeah.
no way. It's moving way too fast. So yeah, I
Just be
just figured
careful,
of what?
like falling in.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna try to avoid that. I don't want to be one of those stories of the guy falling in. And there's so
Are
many
there actually
people that
stories like that?
I think so. There's people who
Uh,
keep getting pushed onto the subway tracks if they stand too close. So I'm
that's
gonna be
actually,
like
yeah.
pretty far back. Like I'm scared of standing on the edge of anything now because like there's some lunatics out there just like push you over.
No,
Like
yeah,
why?
sometimes, yeah, I used to stand close to the track. I don't even know why, but like after hearing like that, it's like a big fear now, where it's like,
I know. For me too.
yeah,
It's like I will literally stand against the wall every time now because there's some crazy people out there who just literally push you into the tracks. Like what? That makes no sense for
yeah.
chaos' sake. Um, but yeah, that's my I think travel plans right now because I figure like I got some time. Like why
Yeah,
not?
might as well.
Why not? It could be
Yeah.
fun. I like adventure. I need to get out of the house a little anyway. So yeah. How about you?
Mm. Yeah. I'm going to Spain to visit Stella for spring break. So I'm excited for that. Going to Sevilla. I was supposed to go for like my senior trip, but then COVID hit, and so couldn't go. But now I'm finally going back or going for the first time. So
So this is your
yeah.
first time in Europe, right?
Is Spain in Europe?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Bro's gonna be a lawyer. Does not know that Spain's in Europe.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
incredible.
They're part of the EU?
Dude, you gotta look at a map. Can't even lie.
The good thing I'm not trying to go to government.
You gotta look at a map. No,
Spain is in the EU. Yeah, it is my first time in Europe.
yes, Spain is in
Mhm.
the EU. It is in Europe. So this is your first time in Europe.
Yeah,
I will tell you, Henry, Spain is an absolutely gorgeous country. I think how long are you gonna be there?
like a week. So
You are gonna have an absolute blast. It is
yeah,
gorgeous. I'm honestly convinced you are gonna want to move to Spain after you go. It
I
is
don't know.
cheap, it is gorgeous, and it is warm. Everything you could ask for.
Is it actually cheap?
It's incredibly cheap. You can get like a full meal there, like 3 empanadas or something like that for like probably $5, three or
Wow.
four dollars
Okay.
maybe. It is very cheap. The food is phenomenal. It's such a nice, serene place. Sevilla in the south, just like literally just
Yeah.
gorgeous. I
I
mean,
hear they have like orange trees in the streets.
yes,
I'm
they have
excited for
orange
that.
trees all around Sevilla. I don't think you're supposed to eat the oranges. Um,
I hear you can. I hear they're pretty gross though.
yeah, I know. They're not, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they taste very good. So I don't think you're supposed to eat
I
them.
like going in
Ha
Sevilla.
Hey, more power to you, dog. More power to you. Go for it. Um, I also did a bike tour when I was in Sevilla. I've been to
Oh,
Sevilla, by the way. I went there as part of my study abroad, and we did a bike tour learning about just the bike infrastructure generally around Europe and just specifically in Spain. And it was super cool. You get to see the whole city and you're just doing it on a bike all day. It's really fun.
mhm.
The biking infrastructure is pretty good. So you get a great look at the whole city. So recommend maybe doing that. I don't know if Stella's already done that, but
Yeah, I think she'll
yeah.
be like working most of the time, so we're
So
just gonna
you're
explore.
it might be a solo
Well,
adventure.
there's no, there's actually like a Viva and Stella's other friend. Um, did I just dox myself? Is that like an allowable dox?
It's up
I
to you.
guess.
I can
Yeah,
block
I
it
don't
out.
care. I don't really care. I feel like that's an acceptable dox. They're not gonna fire me.
I'll mute
Uh,
it if you want me to. I will definitely mute
uh,
it.
but like, so he's also going. So I think we're just gonna like. I guess I'm just gonna make a friend. We're just gonna study together and like go around Sevilla and like
Yeah, I
work
hope
because
they're
they're
cool.
working. Yeah,
Hey,
he's quad met
I
him a couple times.
oh good. All right,
Yeah,
sweet. I mean, like I don't know. I was roommates with John. That worked out. He wasn't weird, so
yeah. Yeah. So I'm
it'll
excited.
work out for you. That'll
Yeah,
be
I
a lot
really
of
want.
fun.
Yeah, I really want to try the food. I hear the food's very good, and then I want to see nature. I feel like the U.S. is so like industrialized.
The U.S. is actually
Yeah,
gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. Like the
I
U.S.
think there's gorgeous
You
parts, but
have
I feel like
Yellowstone and like the Rocky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains. Like
yeah,
I go through Wyoming and like I don't know Mount Rushmore. Like U.S. has some really
that's
fantastic
true.
natural sites. I'm not gonna lie,
I guess I'm
but
just thinking about like living in the Midwest. You know.
yeah, yeah, you're in a bubble right now. You can
Yeah,
explore, we get worldly. Maybe take a road trip across the U.S. You'll see.
yeah.
Um, what I will say is that the food is great, and I did actually go to a nature reserve while I was in Sevilla. It's close by. It's in Andalusia, and it wasn't a terribly far drive or anything like that. I think you could probably even take the train there, but it was a beautiful nature reserve. Had all sorts of great like fauna and flora, and there was waterfowl and all these different. I saw a stork for the first
A
time in
stork.
person. They are ginormous, like
Yeah,
enormous, dude. Like you would never expect. The stork's nest was the size of my freaking ceiling fan back there, or like bigger. I'm not even joking. It was huge. It was much bigger, honestly. So definitely an activity to pitch, or
yeah,
you could make a day out of it. You could rent a car even.
yeah.
Um,
Is it like expensive to rent a car?
I don't know. I feel like it probably would be, but in Spain, I don't know. Rates could be
Yeah.
different. So maybe check it out. Do you have any plans? Like, do you know yet or not really?
No, no plans. Maybe I should start making them.
Well,
It's
I don't
also
know.
like
You
another
didn't.
month and a half.
That was a bad question because you didn't know Spain was in Europe. So I don't think
Yeah,
you've
I also
even looked
gotta like
into it
get my
much.
passport.
You don't have a passport?
I don't have a ballot. I just renewed it. So waiting for that. I did the expedited though, so it should arrive in time, is what they
Oh,
said.
well, you'll get it in time then. Yeah, you'll be
Yeah,
fine. Anyway, that'll be a blast. I gave you a
yeah,
few recommendations, but text me on the side. I'll give you that.
yeah.
Um, that's going to be the end of today's pod. Henry, thank you so much for coming on. I had a great time talking. I think this was a
Yeah.
great pod today.
Let's go. Yeah,
Not
thank you
to
for
just
having me.
tout us, but yeah. Um, stay tuned for next time. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See ya.